Thank you. Didn't runner crushing. Oh, chisel. It's a little embarrassing. Back in the
Risk disclosure statement. There is a risk of loss in trading stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, derivatives, options, forex, and cryptocurrencies. This risk can be substantial, and therefore investors should carefully consider their financial stability prior to trading. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. The software, strategies, chat rooms, websites, and any associated websites or digital venues for educational purposes only and should not be construed as an express or implied promise or guarantee that you will profit. That losses may be limited in any manner whatsoever. Users of the information accept full responsibility for the outcomes of their deployment in most sites and trader, LLC, and any associated companies, agents, management, owners, and customers farmers without preservation. Please trade responsibly. Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, Rule 4.41, hypothetical and simulated trading performance results have certain inherent limitations, some of which are described herein. No representation is being made that any account below is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. In fact, there are frequently sharp differences between hypothetical or simulated performance results and the actual results subsequently achieved by any particular trading program. One of the limitations of hypothetical performance results is that they are generally prepared with the benefit of hindsight. In addition, hypothetical trading does not involve financial risk, and no hypothetical trading required capability accounts for the impact of financial risk in actual trading. For example, the ability to withstand losses or adhere to a particular trading program in spite of trading losses on material points which can also adversely affect actual trading results. Because these trades have not actually been executed, the hypothetical results may amount or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. There are numerous other factors related to the markets in general or to the implementation of any specific trading program which cannot be fully accounted for in simulated trading or in the preparation of hypothetical performance results at all, of which can adversely affect actual trading results.
This trading room and its webinars are not intended to mirror my trader histories and trade recommendations. The analysis of I share trades and potential trades and I take myself based on my personal analysis. The goal of this room is to trade, identify specific areas to trade, and management results, so ultimately the decision is yours. Trading is extremely risky, and you can decide how my personal trade to use so no risk and potentially lose your entire account anymore. And that I was profitable and have 15 drawdowns on my trading accounts. The spreadsheet you have access to is my personal spreadsheet that I use at zone values and ATR values, and I'll be the exact prices for my trades. You can see when I enter zone prices into the master spreadsheet as well as prices that I trade, so you might go long or short. You have the ability to copy the spreadsheet and enter your own value and confirm zone prices and agree on zone spread for yourself. The spreadsheet is not telling you which direction to trade, it has entry prices and stop prices for both long and short positions depending on which you personally decide to trade.
As Williams says, is more focused now on balancing the Fed's job and inflation mandates.
Fed still chirping. How did you miss the GC trade? You asked me what I got filled on. It came back to the zone. You could have gotten filled again. F. Start the day in the doghouse there, Madam Chisel. What was Dune Runner? No. Yeah, I mean, granted, I took these for initial trades, these breaking rate trades, stuff was going crazy, right? The chart looked like there's another example of, you know, you don't trade what you feel. The chart looked like it was, this market was ripping off the page. I took longs appropriately. Again, you don't have to take trades like right after these important numbers because you're very likely to get stopped out. But I felt, you know, I had a little FOMO, like I was going to miss this rip off the page. Where's my drawer at? Here. All right, so, you know, I was looking at that at the time. It was like up here at the time. It's through this guy. I took the same trade yesterday and lost on these trades yesterday as well. It failed in the zone just like I did today, but took them again. This was a different scenario. Yesterday it was coming from here. I took breaking bad. I took a failed balance breakdown and took losses on those trades. Today I tried the same trade. I took breaking away. I didn't take the breaking bad because this is already basically sitting here. So I just took breaking away and I took failed balance breakdown right off the bat. Again, stuff was flying around. It was off of this guy here, the stop run. And this came in, I'm like, oh, awesome, this is a step rose, kind of a delay step rose. I didn't even combine the zones. I'm just like, that's good enough, right? Because I was being a little FOMO-y and greedy. So I got in there and then I trailed my stop. Wait, there's one other thing that came in here. Yeah, I trailed my stop to this. Got stopped out. Or was it this? No, it was this one. I got stopped out, and this came back. He had buy ice, broken ice event in the ISI zone. So the event was right in here. And even if you wanted to wait for the ATR retest confirmed, because this is variation number 1, it is breaking out of balance into the zone, right? But you got that. So I took that short. I felt horrible. I thought I was going to get my face kicked in, and I took this short. Came out. That was a buy ice. That was move back in. Now it's a nice winner. So perfect example. I put in the wrong account, and then I was just honking my nose. So getting out, getting back in, getting out. But So you see here, I'm still short 4 of these. And then this was one of the breaking away, and then I put the fail balance breakout on the Izzy account, and that's that. That's why it's a bigger P&L. But I just get, when I'm doing the charts in the morning, it's like I'm back and forth and I'm not paying attention, and then I make mistakes. So anyway, at least I got them on. I'm still short. So I got out of some at this market profile, point of control. These are all areas that I will usually peel out. At the time, that was that. You can see the line there from when I was looking at it. That was that, and that was that. This is daily value area low. 1 standard deviation fee from VWAP. Got out of a couple there. I had 8 on, got out of 2. Got out of 2 more at a prior event, which was this. Top of this guy at the time, and it did bounce there. I'm still just sitting in here. And now I'll hold the rest until we get either to the blue lug and or an opposing volume event. So nice trade. Didn't panic, felt terrible, turned around, got short, winner, winner. All right, so these other markets are, at least they waited for us to go to 0 today. I figured I thought I was gonna wake up and see the usual huge move lower, sneak attack overnight. Crude, this is a weird balance, but I mean, you could maybe consider that. I mean, this did try to break down yesterday afternoon. Because, it gets back through here, you could take a fail balance breakdown. Keep an eye on that. It's trying to inch its way back here. I mean, I'm still leaning for that. So we'll see what happens out of this. You could take a FBB long, a little higher here. I'd say above 70. If I start getting events, I would take a fail balance breakdown. Other than that, watch this guy. If this breaks out, you can take a breaking away. If it breaks down, you can take a breaking away for all the volumes there. But this is edge of the abyss for crude as far as I can see. We've talked about this multiple ways. That's a huge balance area. And then this is even a bigger balance area.
You're moving in the right direction, but you're not there
So,
yet on 2% inflation.
it's either going to bounce here and come all the way back, or it's going to die and free gas for everybody. So equities, same thing. We just heard this ICE event. I hate putting on trades right before the number, but I do not want to miss the move to 0 today. Talked about this, talked about that selling tail yesterday, built more balance below it. We're back in this zone right now. Taking Izzy short if this fails. If not, the other scenario is watch for these trades. This would be fail balance breakdown. If it got basically through 55.40, any events above there, I would take that trade. You can take a breaking bad here. Current balance break out through the prior high volume node. That's an aggressive entry too. Then we have our traditional. So if then scenarios, let the market tell you with the events. I want to put this in right now. Hopefully I won't get filled a swipe into the open here, but I just do not want to miss a short. Mortgage spot cam here in a second. It's hovering right around these important options levels. 55.06. I'm going to trade double size again, just like I did yesterday. This is Izzy. So it's pretty stupid putting it on into the open, but no one ever said I was smart. 650. That's working 10, double size. I didn't see any, I didn't even know what you're saying over here in NQ mentions. Well, I didn't get any events. I don't know why you guys are getting fan of events. I didn't get anything in crude. Curious to talk about crude. I didn't see nothing even close to threshold into the number. So not sure what you were trading off of there. Oh, you said NG. Okay, sorry. Oh, speaking of NG, I don't want to miss NG out of this area. We saw yesterday. I don't have anything in here either. I didn't have anything drawn in here, but keep an eye on, when I draw these areas, they're important. I mean, the zones are important in their own right, but that was about 15 million sell ice yesterday. Exaggerating a little bit, but break of this is going to probably lead to a whopper move. Looks, keeps failing in here, but if this can hold, this is probably come up to this stuff.
balance here, S&P 500.
But I didn't get any events in here either.
Buy side, Nasdaq 100, 5 million to the sell side, Dow 30, 0.
This is probably what you got. I didn't get threshold there, but I won't force it in there. If it comes to me, I'll trade it. If not, then they can play their games in there. It's the most algorithm market in the world next to crude. Crude and natural gas are probably equal as far as algo. All right, so this, you could take a pick here. We talk about this all the time. You know, if this fails, I don't like taking, you know, when the market's just sitting in here, taking those edges. I like when it moves out, comes back in. Talk about these every day, but. All right, so now the Izzy is canceled. So let me cancel that before I forget. Algo guy is bullish, so I could take barks and licks, unfortunately, here. So once again, I feel like the markets are going to get killed. If they're going to get killed, you shouldn't be seeing bullish events. I have all my ingredients in place for a bark and lick. I'll take the damn trade. I'll bitch about it because I won't be short, but it's exactly what I did with gold. Just because I think something's going to happen, it doesn't mean much. Let the market tell you what's happening. Yes, the more experience you get, the better you'll get at your calls. But I mean, I'm still probably 50%, you know, as far as my guesses of what's going to happen. I just will trade bigger if my guess is in the direction of what's really happening. I know I say the same thing every day, but it's important. So many traders trade what they feel is going to happen. Let me find this out. So all these algo guys are bullish as of right now. Nasdaq's bullish too. So. Let's get some tick straight, get some torture going here. So ATR retest confirmed. I could take a bark lick and I can take an Izzy here. I mean a pick trade here, right? This is the best picks. Moves out, moves back in the event that just happened. So I'll take 3 different longs. I really don't want to. So hopefully it'll just come back to the zone and blow right through. Let's take a look at Hero and we'll read spec ammo. I'm gonna start watching this. Let me set this up too, even though I don't really know what I'm looking at. They did send me a user guide. I was gonna share it with you guys. I don't know if it's public yet though. This trace thing. I told you they were showing me the other day. Pretty incredible. But this is the user guide here. So I kind of go over, you know, what you're looking at, but it's supposed to make it simpler as far as these options activity. This is stuff that's going to happen at the end of the day. Again, I'm not going to even try to explain this yet, but here's a stability meter. If you see that going lower, there's no stability, but you can go to these different, pretty cool. So, you know, if it's red, that means there's going to be resistance. This, you know, it's very simplistic. Again, I'm not going to try to explain it yet because I don't know what I'm looking at. So let's go to Hero. I don't know why is this showing me bars now? Where did these bars come from? It's new. Kind of a mix right now. Let's read what he has to say. So Nasdaq smack dab in the middle of this balance area. Break out of here is going to be a big move. Yeah, that's right. Very likely a big move. We got grain stuff firing off too. I'll get over there in a second. Actually, let's see what's going on. Did I just miss this? Come on. Sidetracked. Hold on. All right, I chased those a little bit. So that happened. First of all, there's the ATR. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. I always say it 80 times a day. ATR, retest. These are my requirements for the BARC and the lick, and I put on the pick. I got 3 longs. And I just said we're going to 0. So there you go. I'll traded this liquidity up here for that trade. Meaning I'm holding it. I don't care what other areas we hit for the lick trade. I hold it to the lick. It's right around 47. All right, stop for those, 55.06.
CS long validated.
Some soybeans.
CL1 validated.
All right, those are working. All right, gold's got to be getting close to the blue lug, I think. So this is all, I'm out of these. Told you there's a camera in my office. All right, now I can finally trail the stop. Here we are right here. This is pretty damn close. I don't need to be messing around with it. I mean, you can just trail this because this could blow right through. That's close enough for me. I'm out. And I can readjust or reevaluate, I should say. We're still hammering it here. But I just can't keep an eye on it. So. All right, I'm out of those shorts, new events. Now you're getting a step bros, it sounds like. Sell ice with sell stops. This is inherently bearish. This should get crushed. If it holds, then you're gonna have a whopper move the other way. I talk about this, the broken double whammies and broken step bros in the course. That's what this should be bearish. If it doesn't turn bearish, then adios. You got a lot of stuff down here. You got blue lug. You could take a slug here if this holds. Slug long. Take a pick. It's close enough, in my opinion. I don't like, again, it did move out of here straight back down through here. So this is a good pick too if this holds. I'm sure this is an Izzy. Probably. All right, ES is coming back. This is an Izzy too. But I would wait for ATR retest. It should below this balance. That is there was no events here, but this is definitely a failed balance breakout. But there are just no events. You could take it off of this one if you want to take it into the blue lug. Anyway, that's interesting. Gold could be getting killed. All right, so here we go. New event. You know, if I stop out of these, fine, so be it. I'm going to fire on the I'm trading double size shorts. Follow my rules there. I did nothing wrong. Back into the pick, so I will take this pick aggressively. So I'm going to stop out of my pick long, and I'm going to get into a pick short double size if this buy ice turns into a broken ice event. 0475. Double size. It's working. See, Hero just took a nosedive. Almost $1 billion move there. That's important. That's what he talks about. That's where you want to pay attention. So this is following Hero right now, right? Shoot. Right at a spot gamma level. So, you know, again, you know, you just saw me catch a huge gold winner trading opposite of what I thought was going to happen. I think these markets are going to get killed. I still put out my longs like I was supposed to. Big deal. It's probabilities. You take your loss, you move on. Everything is controlled. I'm not holding these, hoping it comes back. If I stop out, I stop out on to the next trade. That's what trading is. You just keep putting the trade on if you have the edge. And I'm fine with this. I want to stop out of this because I want to go short and watch the thing go to 0 today. new event too. I could trail my stop if I get filled on these shorts to this, and I could trade off these, this new one too. I can do two different things here. If the algo guy flips, it's trying right now. It hasn't quite pulled yet, but if it say this goes lower, I can still take BARCs and licks off of that or that. All right, I stopped. I can't integrate right now. Stopped out of the long. I did not fill in my short yet though. $4.75 should be the entry there. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Stop filled.
All right, I'm in. 0. Next stop. Destination 0. Or is that Australian guy? YouTuber or Facebook guy? Is it like a comedian? Destination F. I won't say it. I won't swear right now. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. So yet another selling tail. Like this is telling you something overall. Selling tail, little guy, another selling tail. I mean, the hour's not done yet. Watch for breaking away trades there. This could be, it's close. If you really want to get greedy, you can take a failed FBB failed bets breakout. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take it off of this event. So I'll put on an FBB short at 97 here, double size. I just can't get the grades right now, guys, so apologies. 97 double size FBB. All right, stops for these. The shorts I just, or the short I just put on. What do I just have a pick short on right now. I can trail it into this event. It was up here. Now I can move it to here. 26. All right, those are working. Put it on this account. All right, those are working. I'll go guy pull. All right, that's, if this comes back, this is definitely pulling. So I can take BARCs and licks off of this first one. This comes back. That's the entry price for that. I'll put on BARCs and licks as well. Let's see if there's lick down here, 475. I'm seeing a lot of liquidity though. You got some here. I'll find any reason to put on a short. All right, that comes back. I'll put on BARCs and licks too. Again, it's off of this event. This is a fun whipsaw so far though. Good whipsaw trade. If you like to get whipsawed. I'll put on double size too if that comes back. Shorts. My double size pick isn't working out very well right now.
Great futures traders reverse earlier bets and now see 25 basis points of Fed rate cuts in September as more likely than 50 basis points.
All right, let's take a looking at that thing. All right, that's a pretty big bounce for nothing going on here in Hero. Let's make 7s bouncing. There you go. That's why. And guys, you can't predict this. It's just, it moves like a market, right? But this is at least explains why the market just turned around. So I'm short pick, comes back, put BARCs and licks on. This has not shown its hand yet. So you can still potentially take longs off of this, depending on what we got here. It's very whipsawy.
The traders are now pricing 63% chance of.
You can see here, you just see it on the chart.
September.
Selling tail, buying tail.
7% for a 50 basis
What's it gonna do? No idea. I know how to trade the events and I trade them and I put them on and then I either make money on them or I stop out and on to the next trade. That's all you can do. Let's have our daily. I haven't got past this in the book yet. We're rereading Trading the Zone. But this is just so important. I read it yesterday too. I read it to you before. This book is so old. Here we go. Those traders who have confidence in their own trades, who trust themselves to do what needs to be done without hesitation. That's what I'm doing with the volume events, right? Are the ones who become successful. They no longer fear the erratic behavior of the market, like right now. They learn to focus on the information that helps them spot opportunities, SI events, to make a profit rather than focusing on the information that reinforces their fears, right? So if you're the typical trader, you're sitting here, if you're short, you're crapping your pants on this stuff. Doesn't mean it's not going to stop me out. I just don't focus on it. I have everything is laid out for you. Got short off of that new event, put my stop in, let it work. I don't let this scare me out of the trade. If it stops me out, fine. On to the next trade, on to the next trade. That's all I keep saying. Guys, until you get there mentally, you're never, ever, ever going to make it. I'm not saying it's not uncomfortable, but you know, when you understand what you're watching, just let the elbows play their games and sit back like a sniper. All right, I'm going to take a slug here and before I miss this, slug and a pick long and gold. All right, that doesn't get much better than that as far as the area. 25, 40, 09. I'm not going to take double size here and long. If it gets, you know, if this comes back and gets above this stuff, then fine. Right here, I don't really have an opinion. But I will go long normal size. I can put on 3, 25, 40.9. Yes, it's wiping out my gold profit today. That's not cool. I'm gonna put on a pick. And a slug. And you can take an I-lug U if it does a retest confirm as well. I'll go over that here in a second. Slug number 126.
EC1 validated.
Can I find any GC on this? Where's the market at? Trader fed area. All right. Those are working. Pick. Slug. Volume event. Stop run. Sell ice. So you can take an I-lug U, but I demand if it was buy ice, I could take the I-lug U first move out. If it's sell ice, I'll take it. ATR retest confirm. Those are working. All right, so this is also telling you something too. We talk about this often, right? These days, single days, none of them are overlapping. Value is building lower and lower and lower, right? So this is bearish too, overall. Not yet, but then we got the balance area, blah, blah, blah. If that breaks, I think we're coming down here today at least. If not, then not. All right, now we just get tortured for a while. Let the algos play their games. Hasn't been one setup in Q that I've seen on my charts. I sync my clock today too. Nothing doing yet. Let's read spec in here real quick.
At 10 a.m. Eastern Time, we get Canadian IV PMI, prime 27.6.
Correlation risk is flaring this AM. Avgo, the 5th largest NDX and 10th largest component. I've never even heard of that stock. It's minus 9% after reporting earnings last night. This is pressuring the chip sector lower with NVIDIA minus 2% pre-market. These large components push indexes down. Okay. ES futures are 65 BPS lower this morning, pushing the SPX down below its risk off level of 5,500. So again, if this moves lower, everything is pointing to crushing, and we're sitting right here. So now you get the options activity telling you too. That's when you go for the throat, when everything lines up. Non-farm payrolls at 8:30 Eastern. This already came out in anticipation of this number. Combined with primary aggregation, zero DT straddle at large $64. Which reflects the market pricing. The market is pricing in big moves today. Pay attention. So if you say this short starts working for me, I can go for, I don't have to piece out, 5 to 10 points down. I can be like, okay, I already know that just from the structure stuff. But, you get that kind of information from the options, you can hold for bigger moves. Which should be unsurprising given the move under 5,500. Before we dig in, we know 2 fairly large 0-day to expiration put strikes today, 20,000 open interest, 5450, 5400. So I would not, if this starts moving lower, it would not surprise me to get to both of these prices today. That's 100 points lower. It's not clear how dealers are positioned in the 0DT space with respect to these strikes, with strikes that potentially have volatility. I think dealers are a bit long at this 5450 strike, which could offer initial support. All right, so that means this thing swipes down 50 points to that level, get out of some right there, right? Because it initially might bounce. Let's look at internals here real quick. ADDs, nothing's going on there. Plus 920. Got any tick extremes yet? Actually, can't even get below 0. Yet is the key word. This is hovering around 0. NASDAQ tick and NYSE ticks hovering around 0. Which could offer initial support. That's why I italicized it, right? So it might bounce off for the first time. It comes back. It's probably going to 5,400. Meaning if we test it once, then markets could bounce, just like I said, but a subsequent test may not hold. Pay attention when he talks like this. Doesn't do it very often. What is more interesting is that we read 5,400 as a pretty large negative gamma strike for dealers. What does that infer? Before we get into that, let's cover the upside. Over 5,500, we've been and remain neutral. It's because when while you may get a tradable intraday rally, there is nothing to make it stick. As a result, strong. This is exactly what, if you were on his webinar yesterday when we had that rally, he said this is like all 0-day to expiration. I would fade it, and that's exactly what happened. As a result, strong AM rallies, right? This is exactly what he's talking about. Strong 1% AM rallies in the last 2 days quickly reverted. It's not until over 5,600 we look for a rally to hold. More important information. Now back to the downside discussion. In recent notes, in yesterday's Q&A, we discussed how the gamma trap, and then we get the rabbit hole, which comes into play at SPX under 5,500. Oh, I took BARCs and licks here. I forgot what I was doing. Yeah, short BARC, lick, and pick down. Let's make sure that was right. Yeah, it's falling. I'm all right with it. Short BARC, lick, pick, all double size. There we go. They're going to try to save it again. So guys, I'm not saying this is going to be a winner, but this is why I don't panic out of the trade. Who put the shorts on? Newbies in here are like, oh my God, this is 20 points. I'm like, this is just ridiculous. I'm out. Yeah, there you go. That's why you put your stop in where it's supposed to be and let the market work, and don't let these algos take your cash. All right, new event. At minimum, I trail my stop to this. Once this draws.
S&P I cited for 5 years, 715 contracts.
More ice coming in here.
At 10 a.m. Eastern time, we get Canadian Ivy PMI, Fry 57.6.
All right, 2 rounds of buy ice here. Clearly the same house. Now I can move my stop up to 55.15 quarter because of, you can look at this one of two ways, right? I'm bearish. So do I want to stop out right there where this faded or move it up above that zone? But you can look at it from the other lens where you say, well, if this market's truly bearish, then it shouldn't even come back to that. I just know these markets and I know the nonsense and I already did it once. I'm gonna move it just above here to 22. We could stop out of 50, it's 6 more points. Trust me, in the scheme of things today, 6 points is probably not gonna mean much. As far as like costing me, I'm okay costing myself 6 more points if this does rip up right now. So I'm moving it to 22 for these stops. They were at 26, so save myself 4 points if it comes back and sets me up. Where's the BARC? Minus $400. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, because I was wondering, yeah, I put on the BARC and legs off of this guy, remember, long at the time. So I'm just talking to myself. So I was like, why is that showing me down when the market's in favor? All right, so 22 on these is my stop. Of course, I have the wrong account on, as usual. Put on Izzy instead of the like account. All right. This breaks this zone. You can say goodnight. Say goodnight to Mr. ES. It's probably going to bounce around here for the next 2 hours. Hope I'm wrong. But anyway, gamma trap is reflexive. Negative gamma hedging flows could push markets lower to 5,400 is currently the main supply for negative gamma. The model here is that as equities drop, dealers need to sell stock. As they sell stock, it pushes prices lower, implying the need to sell more. The way to break such a cycle is with some type of material news. What's that, gold? All right, I think I'm long gold slug and pick now. Yes, fill in that. Stop for that is down here. I don't like that liquidity there, but trades on 25, 26.6. Might as well put these on too. Why not?
Order fill. Order fill.
I'll go back to gold. Just don't let me forget that.
Personalized sites for BARC 150 contracts.
The way to break such a cycle is some type of material news, central bank policy, or an expiration. In this case, FOMC and a huge OPEX lineup, but not until 9/18/19, 9/20. This suggests high volatility will remain for the next few weeks, which is awesome for us, unless we can get back above 5,500. We could offer a bit of downside respite to some dealer positive gamma strikes near 5,350.
1 minute remaining.
What's the number? Oh, it's Canadian, something Canadian. Ultimately pick up to 5,400. All right, so all right, this is rabbit hole stuff.
700 for contracts. Priority as short.
Somebody just keeps buying this thing, man. They've been doing it for 3 days now. Every time the market does this, it just keeps coming in. He'll keep calling me. He'll keep calling me. Movie. Ferris Bueller. You guys are just, I mean, it's embarrassing. All right, see where we're at. It's already 10 points in my favor. But again, like we just got done talking about, we're at yellow lug. I'll get out of like, I have 10 on because I have double size on. So I'll get out of 3 right here. You could give it a second too. Like they're still hammering these things, right?
Caution spot 2, 48 spot 2.
All right, I didn't get out of any yet. You can trail your stop to this stuff now. I would just make this one zone. I don't think you need to combine them. Make this one. Just look at the size coming in here. I'm gonna get out of 3 here just because there's so much bias coming in. I mean, it doesn't mean it's gonna hold. But this is yellow lug. This is where I usually get out of half my trade. I'm only getting out of a third. Some of these.
Order fill. Order fill.
All right. Now I trail my stop to this. Now you have to make even more of a decision. Here's the stop, 07. Now, do I really want to let this, if this comes back, do I really want to let it come back to 21 like I had it? Or am I going to stop in the middle of this stuff? This is where it gets tricky, right? You got to make the decision. If you say, you know what? So what I'll do here, now I'll just move it above this guy. Still an extra 7 points, but at least I can bring it down 7 points. You know what I'm saying? Or you just leave it at 21 and let them do this and then watch all this ice get absolutely destroyed. But this is saying something, guys. Like if they keep coming in, this market is probably going to relent, right? This is 2,600 alone right here, right? It's like they're not, paper's not always right. They're right more often than they're wrong just because they're the big size. If they keep putting in tens of thousands of buy ice, it probably is going to hold for now, right? So anyway, 14, we'll put it at 15. 15 is a stop for these now. I got out a third.
Soybeans size for size yes. 270 contracts.
This feels a little too obvious too. Like I have a feeling we're gonna get some kind of FU juke move. It's just a feeling. This just feels way too easy. You know what I mean? Of course I make it up. Why do I have this one on? Oh no, I did. I put on the FBB, right? All right, that's basically where I got in. So I'm just gonna let that one go. I remember I put in the fail balance breakout trade too, short. I'm not gonna get out of any here. It's where I entered. So that was this guy. I consider that fail balance breakout. It was close, right? But that was a little greedy. So I'm short pick, BARC, lick, FBB. All the stops are going to 15. That's a personal decision. You want to stop out of the normal price, it's 07 quarter, where you should be stopping out based on this stuff. My gut is telling me just to keep it where it was. But I mean, this is a ton of buy ice, so 15 is fine. If it pops up there, then it's not happening yet. Most of those work and I don't have time to go through all those accounts. So if I hear it stop, head over there. Mag 7 starting to pop up again. What, this is like a different look now than it used to have it. I wonder why it's doing that.
DC long retested.
And this just popped almost $1 billion. So this could be it for right now. No idea. Or it can turn back over. My trade's on, my stops are in. It's gonna do what it's gonna do. Off of these events,
CS short validated.
this one isn't validated yet,
Short validated.
but you could. So yeah, if you want to, you can combine all this, right? I wouldn't give you a verbal lashing for that. I don't think you need to. I think you can go to the most recent stuff. Probably being a little greedy. So if we get that, I'm gonna add the BARCs and licks. That's a whole different look than if you make it all one, then you'd be waiting for that, right? I'm being a little more aggressive here just because of what it looks like. But this is a ton of buy ice, so you might not want to be aggressive right here. This stuff makes this look small, and this was 1,000. So you got 747, so you got almost 2,000 here. You got another that's 4,000. So you got almost 7,000 buy ice in this area. That's a lot. So what I'm gonna do, because I don't want you guys getting bad habits like, I feel like this is gonna happen, so I'm just gonna make this one zone. I know I didn't say I was gonna do that, but I'm gonna do it. Here we go. That's the smart thing to do with this amount of buy ice. Just make it all one zone. I'm not gonna get cute. I don't need that guy anymore. So that's how I would do it.
Order field.
Oh, gold swiping back. Stupid gold. I think I have to go out of that one Apex account. Not live. It's a practice one, but wasn't even close to the stop. I don't think I put these stops in. 25, 26. Remember I took slug and pick. Put these in so I don't forget. All right, those are working. All right, 0 it is. I will take barks and legs. I will add the barks and legs off of this whopper here.
Disqualified.
You guys, the other thing you do too is if you have multiple strategies on, if you have multiple accounts, say the barks and licks, say I'm just going to stop out where I'm supposed to, and see now it really is up here, right? Above where I put it anyway. And then on a couple other ones, you say, I'm going to make them give all the way up to 22, where it was originally was. You see what I'm saying? So this is the stuff that gets subjective, right? I can't help it. These are markets. Like I say it every day. Most of what we do is black and white. But you got to make decisions sometimes, kind of like making this one big zone. This is it, man. This doesn't hold. I mean, and you got all this, you got in the 9,000. Again, you don't know what they're doing. They could be getting out of shorts. I don't care. When is that? That's not, there's no way that's going to hold that. That's going to probably come down to there. Just a guess. Again, this feels way too obvious right now. That's probably going to do a torture fest. It's fine. Stop out. Next opportunity. I don't know what's going to happen next, so I just put my trades on and let them work. I don't pay attention to the scary stuff, meaning I don't get scared when I see the market rotating, kind of like this one. Why are you guys cheering for the ATR short when I'm long? That's not cool. Curious and Man Shizzle, you officially in the doghouse for the rest of the morning. I don't like you cheering against my longs with my trade. Yes, you can. I'm just kidding. All right, feels like breath holding to me. Very strange. I never did. I don't even want to look at ZS. I know I'm going to be upset. There's been stuff firing off there all morning. Still nothing in NASDAQ. Very odd. All right, let's see what we missed in ZS. I was going to go over there, and then the stuff started firing off. And what do you know? At least we didn't get a retest of this guy. Let's see what I missed here. Broken ice, is he? But this one I would have waited anyway, so I didn't miss anything, right? This is variation number one. When you get an Izzy breaking out of balance, you don't want to take those aggressively because the odds are it's going to blow through there. Now what you want to watch for, like this event right here, what do I have here? What can I take here? Off of this amount, if this new buy is coming in right here, it fails. What is that? It's a chance for managers that are curious to get out of the doghouse. What trading strategy is that? Anybody? FBB,
That's long validated.
fail, balance, breakout. Good participation, guys, especially the ignored people. Do I need to start calling on you? Let's see. Ron Stewich. Zero. I haven't seen you participate. I mean, a little bit, yeah, but not much. Who else? Who else is in here? Who's Terry Phillips? Who's that? Who's Jorge Labrada? Oh, wait. He's my moderator. I'm just kidding. Andrew Kunst. I don't know how to pronounce your name. You guys, participate. Put in what you're seeing. Questions. You're not going to learn unless you participate. You've been a secret squirrel all your trading life, I'm guessing. This is your chance to break out of your shell and participate. All right. I thought I was an FVB that wasn't sure. That's why you just put in the answer. If you're wrong, it's fine. If we're 6 months into it and you're wrong, then I'm going to give you a verbal lashing. Or you're 6 months into it and you ask how you validate a side event, like someone did the other day that I literally like woke up in cold sweats in the middle of the night, wondering how someone could possibly be in it for 6 months and not know how you validated that side event. I'm not gonna laugh at you when you first start. You're in there 6 months and you don't know that, and you've been trading. Like that makes no sense to me. It's like how has he been trading? I'm not gonna get into it. You saw the rant I put on the other day. All right, how about we watch this iceberg puke them all out? That was another 500 right in the middle. This is 7,500 buy ice in this area. How are they feeling right now? Pretty good. Yeah, where is Lance, by the way? I promised he was going to be back in here.
DS long retested.
This is what you see this stuff firing off. That's this, right? They're very likely dealers are selling these Mag 7 stocks. How about this thing actually sells off though, instead of just spinning around here? All right, so this is a 20-point trade so far. So I mean, this is very close. If it bounces off of this market profile composite low, I'm going to get out of some more. Pretty close. And you got extreme standard deviation of VWAP. 1.5 standard deviation. VWAP, daily value area, that's 1 standard deviation, 1.5. Confluent with that guy. It's finally gotten down through here. It's tried that day, yesterday, got back out, and now I finally did it. Now it's probably going to do that. But I'm going to take, if it struggles at this 80 level, I'm getting out of another third. That was pretty close. I could have probably got out of some down there. Every time I say this, that's the end of the move. So guys, when you're talking a couple points, especially when ATR is it 10? Yeah, that was dumb of me. I should have got another third right here. That was close enough. I don't need to squeeze out two, 3 more points when the ATR is 10. So now I have to, this happened to me yesterday too. I forgot what market, and I tried to, I didn't see it or something, and then it turned around and ripped off the page. Speaking of ripping off the page, I don't know if you guys have seen this pattern where it goes the ATR and then it retests the zone and then it comes back, or every single time. No BARCs or licks yet though in gold. It's algo guys still bearish. So I got the slug and the pick on long. All right, let's get down here again. I'm giving it a second. I'm gonna have another third. So I had double size on anyway. Come on. That liquidity down there. Yummy. Actually, I wasn't even supposed to get out of any of my, I'm not supposed to get out of any of my lick trade until it gets to the lick, so I won't get out of those. This is not gonna give me another chance here, watch. This is a 20-point trade, guys. Like, doesn't feel like it, but it is. And we're fighting off 7,500 bias. All right, that's close enough. Account, as usual. I've only done it about 10 times today. I'm gonna get some on my FBB here too. All right. Third one. So pick 2, I pick on 2.
Yes, validate.
All right. So the thing now with the BARCs and licks, if it goes ATR retest confirm, I could just add to those now. So I'm fine with it if it bounces here. The only thing I still got on, I shouldn't even got on any before, is as far as the lick trade. My lick trades to this. I'm not getting out in other areas. It's lick, opposing event, or stop out for the lick trades. All right, good trade, 25 points. It's not quite zero. It's not quite a move to zero yet, but it's coming. I can't, this new event, this is a breaking away. I mean, it's breaking out of balance, but the relative volume is just not there yet. Okay. So here's the P&L. There, I had those 2 earlier BARC and lick ES longs. I said I was fine stopping out so I could fire on the shorts, and that's what I did. So those were the losers. These are the winners. Here's your gold too. All right, in the meantime, if this did hold, well, it's not, I'm sorry, this last event is bearish. So I was gonna say you could take a pick long if this held, but this is a bearish event, so no go on that. Here's your ATR. Tagged it, ATR retest confirm. I'm gonna put on brand new BARC and lick trades. Put a whopping 3 on.
Yes, disqualified. Order filled.
Missed this, forgot about this. FBB. Oh wait, did I miss that up here? God, are you kidding me? No, it was this one here. But I think this, no, I can't do it. This hit the ATR. This ATR is right. It's 2. Yeah, that's right. So I can't take a short off of this per my rules. Why? Because it tagged the ATR and made it a bullish event at the time. I can't take shorts now off of this particular event. So nothing to do off that one. You could have taken an Izzy up here, but again, I would have demanded ATR retest because it was above that balance rate. Over that. They just won't give it up. I mean, we've got 25 points out of the trade, but when I mean give it up, I mean give it up like 100. Zero is pretty close to zero. All right, did that retest? I don't think that retested yet, did it? No. It has not retested yet for my barks and licks, adding barks and licks. Still nothing in NASDAQ. Very, very, very surprising. Especially because he was saying those chip stocks, the Argo or whatever that was. And you're going to start, I'm shocked there hasn't been sell stops yet. And that is zero. Very odd that there's not been one thing in there. But another thing we talk about all the time is watching the relative volume. This is after the number and the lines in the sand, right? This thing's still holding on for now. It would not surprise me one bit to see this bounce right now. Here's all that buying, all that. Here we are. That breaks that, and all of these guys are in deep doo-doo. They're already in deep doo-doo. Same here. That's kind of just hanging here. That breaks, and zero. Like I'm almost speechless with NASDAQ not having an event with what's going on. Sure, yes. Nothing. Go is Broadcom, number 3 in the ASX. Okay, good to know. So you see, guys, it's like great info. I don't really care, right? It's like I don't watch individual stocks. I have everything I need to trade profitably, right? If you want to watch that stuff, I'm not saying it's wrong. It's not wrong. I just don't think it's needed. Kind of like the Sky Blue the other day, asking about the what was this newest one? About should I add it RSI into my trade? I'm just like, guys, it's not for me to say if it's important to you or not, right? What I'm saying is he has that mind, and to compare him to Grumpy. Grumpy's gotten a lot better. That analytical mind, like the doctor type mind that needs to have a reason for everything, or thinking the more they can throw on their analysis, the better they're going to do. What I'm saying is I'm not saying what Grumpy or the Sky Blue or you, what you use is important or not. I'm saying you do not keep throwing things into your trading thinking the more stuff that you have, the better you're going to do. It's the opposite. So I was trying to explain to him, you don't need that. Like he asked about the tick, I'm doing the rant again, but he asked about, is there a ADD and a tick for bonds and blah, blah. It's like, why? Why are you even asking? You don't need it. Straight the volume events and the structure stuff and market profile composites and lugs. That's all you need. Stop confusing yourselves. Read Trading in the Zone. This is his main theme about traders thinking, I can't, he uses a certain word for it. If you add, it's not confirmation, but I can't remember what he says. All right, zero, please. Remember this 55, this is where this liquidity is too. This is a level we set, it might do a quick bounce. 20 points lower. Tick Extreme and Envy. There it is. Puke them up. Tick Extreme and Envy. Is there anything you're working on? No. Without a volume event? Well, if you get a volume event, it's a slug and would be a TikTok. But no, I don't know. I mean, you can, guys, the more advanced you get with this stuff, start doing your own stuff. If it works, let us know. All right, so they're finally puking these. I'm shocked it went this far before there was a puke. That is breaking down. This isn't, if this held, I wouldn't take an Izzy long aggressively here. because you're just breaking out of that. But you could take that. As far as the shorts, just hammering this stuff. I do not want to miss that. We're almost here, right? Again, I don't need to see this exact tick. If it's in this area, I'm out of. I'm going to get out of these, or not all of them. I mean, I'm going to get out of. I have what do I have? 4 of most of them. Pretty close. I'm gonna get out of some more though. It's the exact area I said we bounce, especially if you hear this thing quiet down. I got 4 on most of these. I'll get out of 2 more. I'll let 2 ride. 2 ride to 0. Not quite there. I'd say, you know, around 64 to 60-ish. I'll watch it and see if we can get there. There has not been a tick extreme. This is pretty close. There you go. I told you there's a camera in my office. There's no event. All right, this is real close. I'm getting out of 2 here. I don't need to be messing around.
Prior SI disqualified.
6. And I'm getting out of my entire lick trade here, even though it wasn't even on the right lick. That's close enough for me. You can hold it. Guys, I can't afford to be popping back in between markets and then I miss the damn. This is liquidity that I said, right? That's close enough. You want to wait for it. It doesn't have to tag the liquidity. As a matter of fact, these algos pick up the size in the order book and they run it away. It doesn't have to tag it. This is plenty close for me. You can watch this stuff and judge on your own if you want to hold this. Bring up your volume, market pulse, volume pressure and balance. And you're getting tick extremes. So many times, like if there hasn't been a lot or many or any, the minute you get a tick extreme, the thing will rip the other way. You got elbows that trade that too, and regular traders. That was not extreme. All right, so I still got a couple on. I got it on my full lick trade. It's a good trade. Again, I put it on the wrong account because that's what I do. It's this guy. I'm out of that. So I've got 2, 2, 2. Good trades. 40-point trades are pretty good in the S. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's the trade of the day today. Oh, is that where you're at? I didn't know we were at the blue lug there. And then Q. Might want to have this up to date. Yeah, right through it. Dooner, what I don't understand what you're asking me. Were you saying is that could that be a strategy? Could that I don't understand what you're asking there. Or are you telling me we were at tick extreme at blue lug? Dune runner. Bueller. Bueller. Crude's about to go to 0.2. So nothing's fired off in there, but you can, this thing's going crazy. This is 9 crude. Bye-bye. But I don't do anything until I get my SI event. All right, this is the area that he said could bounce, so doesn't mean it's going to. Good. We still haven't retested this zone, so it wouldn't surprise me one bit to see this. You know, and then you know, for the reversion trades, you can say like, there's enough going for this here. You want to put on this reversion, you're at that level, you're at tick extremes. It still hasn't retested. Stupid gold. Little piglets.
Gold hot sell PC, 168 contracts.
It's upsetting. All right, my stops are in gold. Like, actually, are they in? Stops are in. I'm gonna get out of this other one, and I guess this is
Order fill.
that's a good trade. As far as reversions, what are we at here? This is a 3 ATR here. I take that, I think, on one of these live accounts.
Order fill. Order fill.
All right, I'm giving that 3 ATR a shot. Again, mostly, especially on these live accounts, I usually just take the A+, but this is, you're getting the tick extremes, you're getting this, it has not retested this huge buy ice. You know, if these guys have any bullets left, they'll push it back into their, to get it back up here so they can get the hell out, if that's what they're doing. This is, I'm just going by what I used to do when I was the big trader, right? I would get long, I'd have 3,000 I could put on, I get long, and then it would do this, and I'd be like, oh my God, and then I'd see it start, and then any bullets I had left, so then I put my offers in to get the hell out, because I was obviously wrong, then I would just buy it into my orders and push it into my orders, and then I would be out. So they, you know, I'm not saying that's what they're doing right now, but point is you have that possibility, you have that, is that the 3 ATR, you're hitting tech extremes, this is probably a high percentage reversion. It's not A+ per my rules. Here's the stop, 47. I'm willing to take that chance. And they just keep hitting the mag stocks, so. This is where I've always really struggled, right? It's like I'm sitting here cheering for the thing to go to zero. We got a huge move out of it. And now I'm flipping and hoping it rallies. And I still have some shorts on my other accounts, so. But I've gotten much better where I don't ignore longs just because I want something to happen, right? Yeah, well, take a stream that there was no event, or was there? I guess you could have taken the stop run. You're saying this was a TikTok? They're just hammering these things. This 3 ATR is gonna probably not work out for me. Yeah, look at that thing. It's not Madam Shizzle's 1 billion though. Yeah. Yes, is close to what you're 3 billion on S&P, right? Where you won't take longs. That's pretty close there too. They're just hammering them. I mean, two just stopped. You took the 2. I got the 3 on. Stops me out. Stops me out. Nosedive.
Hot sell CL.
All right, here's your next zero candidate. Yes, I feel like it's exasperating right now. All I'm asking for is a bounce. And then it can continue lower. Can't do it. I'm breaking my own rules here, right? Like I basically just came up with a trade there. I mean, it was 3 ATR, but I don't take all I take on my live accounts are the A pluses most of the time, right? I'm just like, well, here's that, there's that, there's that. It's not a bad trade, but it's just not my normal trade, right? Not stopped out yet, but so crude stops. I'm gonna take a breaking away off this. This is close enough relative volume for me. See that? Like it's almost 200%. I'm okay with that. So if this moves, you can see it's breaking out of this stuff.
As William says, it's clear the labor market.
Oh, here comes save the day. Come on, save the day. Well, I got my reversion trade on.
Should be. It's clear rates should fall, but the pace and estimation is less than
I mean, it is literally like clockwork.
pre-pandemic environment.
Like clockwork.
Should fall, but the pace and estimation is
They're like sitting in an office just waiting for the call. Hey, guy, all right, hey, it's going to zero. Say something. This time I hope they're right. They probably won't be. It's just hysterical though. I mean, that did pop 7 points on that, 9 points or 6 points. Anyway, on this crude trade, I don't think the market's buying their nonsense though. Like, okay, yeah, whatever. How about we still keep hammering it? I'm gonna take the breaking away. We've talked about this. I mean, this is breaking out of that. This is breaking out of that. It's real close to breaking out of that. Zero. So I'm gonna take the breaking away trade if it presents itself. Stupid ES. I already know what's going to happen here. If you want to guess what's going to happen, it's going to swipe down, stop me out, and then it's going to come right back to that zone. But so that happens. That happens. All right, back to crude. This breaks. I'm going short, and I'm going short double size. Could actually take. I could maybe trade triple size here because I've only been talking about this for 3 days now. I'm not going to take triple just because it actually the relative volume is not 200%. It's real close. I'll just take double side shorts. I'm shorting it. 68.41, and I survived that gold, by the way. You could put out another slug there, I think. We'll come back there in a second. 68.41. I'm putting on 14. This is breaking away. Let's see what else we got.
NQI size by NQ 150 contracts.
Some NQs by ice, as you heard. I got nothing here as far as anything else to put on short, so I'm just going to be breaking away. 68.41. I'm at 14. Double size.
Saudi Arabia cuts October Arab light oil to plus $1.30.
And I got to start with the OPEC stuff too. As this is what you can't control any of that. You can't control anything in trading, but the point is you put a trade on and then OPEC comes out and says something bullish, you're screwed. You just got to put the trade on. Right? You have no control over any of that stuff. So stop worrying about it. Just put the trade on. 42. All right, that is working. Breaking away. If this goes ATR retest confirm, I can put on BARCs and licks. I'll trade all those double size. Gold, if you're feeling really frisky, this is Mrs. Ludwig's favorite move, where it tries to get below the lug, or it does get below the lug, doesn't form new lugs and gets back above. Those usually signal rips. You can put out, you can add to the lug, you can add to the slug and the pick. If you're feeling frisky, I already missed that if I was going to do it, but if you're going to do it, that was the entry right there. I got those on. Those are looking positive. How many of these do I have on? I'm gonna get out. Yeah, I feel like losing $2,000 on this trade.
Order filled.
I put a 2 regular size on it. That was pretty aggressive for the reversion trade. Brand new PA account. All right. Looks like it really is going to zero. Thank you, Big V. I just saw that. You were correct. Hopefully, if you didn't take it the first time, you could have taken the second time, or you could add it. Oh, and I could have put on I lug you here too. Remember I said if this retested? I missed that too. I'm short in this. I mean, I'm short 4 different strategies. I'm long on the PA, but this is driving me nuts. All right, bye gold. Trail your stop to that. I'm not going to move this one. You know, if this can't go now, then I don't even want to be watching it anyway. So my stop was down here, never got stopped out. That's why I don't freak out on the algo moves, and you can see all the algos in here. Jesus, that's what zero sounds like. Anyway, new event stops there, 25.37. Where's Blue Lug here, by the way? Holy crap. Lug's still far away. Flat, far away. Movie. Forrest Gump. All right, about to get stopped at that 3 ATR trade. My own, I deserve it. I don't usually I just take the A pluses, but I'm still short everything, so that's what it is. 25.37 trailing my stops in gold.
Stop filled. 150 contract.
All right. I'm short crude now, double size, and there's a new event. I got to turn this off, guys. I can't. It's driving me absolutely. I can't even concentrate. It's fun watching zero, but holy crap. We called it. We've been saying this since yesterday. Six. All right, those are trailed. I just had on pick and slug. I missed I lug you, and I could have put on other ones, but new event, it's fine. If this does fail,
Brent crude futures fell to the lowest since June 2023.
you could put on an Izzy short here. This, if I stop out of here, I'll stop out because it's moved out. I could have put on an Izzy here too. Didn't even see that, of course. So I missed the Izzy twice. I could have put that on. That was at the pick and the slug. Missed that trade. Here we are back here. Stop run into this Izzy zone. I will stop out of my pick and slug and go short Izzy, which I should already be long. That's not a good first trade in my PA account that I just got last night. Not that reversion trade. I put this in here. So I will get out of my longs and flip to Izzy short, 25.37.
Prior CL short validated.
All right, that's working. Crude, short, FBB, or I'm sorry, breaking away. New event, trail to that. It was up here off of this event. Yellow line. I moved down here. Save myself 23 ticks if it comes back. 68.90. Wait, I thought I filled on that. No, I did not. I didn't even fill on the crude yet. What was that? I thought I got filled on something. So my crude was at 68.41 entry. I haven't got filled on that yet. But if I get filled, that's the breaking away. I could trail my stop to that. Then I can also do one of these. If it touches that ATR, that's the confirmation. I can put on barks and licks off of that guy. Trail my stop to that guy. I can put barks and licks off of that guy. I'll do everything double size on its way to 0. 68.90. So I'm not gonna put the stop it yet because I haven't been filled yet. Momentarily, 2 more ticks, I'll be filled. All right, keep an eye on that. All right, filled, crude, breaking away. This is all very, very, very close to relative volume. What we need to see, right? I mean, that's very close. I'm fine with that trade. Questions? I'm just taking a break from tick strike. I'll bring it back up. I'm still, man, I just showed my stop. I just showed that. I know you're in the doghouse, but don't make me put you in there for more than a couple hours. We just went over this. Not only am I long, I'm still long. I should have put on Izzy long, didn't do it. I should have put on iLog U long, didn't do it. Now this is an Izzy, potential Izzy short. If this fails, I'll get out of my longs and I'll go short. Oh, that was before I went over. I'll still put you in the doghouse. So.
Russell license for BARC, 216 contracts.
Something in Russell. Or something earlier, didn't catch that. My goodness gracious. Was this Nizzy? No. So didn't miss anything there. But that's a nice breakdown there. Got a new event here. It says Nizzy zone right at the bottom of it. This is far enough from this stuff too. So I could take an Izzy long here on Russell. This bounces. Let's see what else we got. Why? Not quite a pick. Nothing on the lug. So Izzy long. Oh, what I wanted to show you yesterday too. So that trade of the day that I put in, the NASDAQ I took on that webinar. Well, first, let me get this in first before I start talking about past trades. I'm gonna go put an Izzy or Russell long on. Izzy long if this moves up. 21, 1, 2.1. I could put on 6. Russell Izzy. It's normal size, and I'm definitely not bullish here, but I follow my rules. All right, that's working. So this was, I put it in here last night, right? I caught the, whatever the trade of the day was, I can't remember now. This is on Twitter. Guys, I'm asking you when I post this, click on the Twitter and like the post. That's good for me, for my business, right? Anyway, this was the dad. This is in the trading strategies. Don't see it very often. This was it. What is it? Market makes its second high. There's the high, makes a second high. I mean, it's just a higher high is all it is. And you can see CVD was not going higher. So it's lower or at least even, and you can take the trade at So it's a stop run. It's all it, read the,
11 a.m.
it's actually one that I have all the screenshots in explaining the trade.
from the economic outlook, followed by-
That is a stop run at extreme standard deviation of VWAP with a diverging delta. Delta is just, this is just showing you hitting of bids or taking of offers. So it's making a new high here. That's why I have the blue line. It's making a new high. Delta is not. Stop run. Take the trade. That's an aggressive entry. I just didn't see it at all. I saw it when I was doing the charge yesterday, when I was doing the trade of the day. That's this guy here. You even get the breakdown. Live it, learn it. Missed it. So we get one more swipe down here. I would take a, I'll take a ES pick. These are the best ones. Like this thing just moves straight through this.
150 contract.
I don't want to say it's due for a bounce, but it's due for a bounce. That doesn't mean you just go long, but I'd still put on the, even if it wasn't due for a bounce, I'd still put on the trade if I get an event there. I'm still in these shorts. This is 65 points and counting. I'm just pissed because I cost myself my first trade on the PA account. I lost $1,300 on the reversion trade, which I shouldn't even have put on because that's not what I don't trade those. So I feel like I lost and I caught a 65 point move on 4 strategies or 3 strategies. I got out of the leg up here. So guys, if you're not in this trade, so first of all, if you got in this trade, market, if you got short when we originally got short over here, and you panicked out of this thing, I just want you to cancel your subscription and never come back. Because this is all we talk about.
Short validated.
It's all we talk about. Don't get algoed. This is the exact situation I always say. I'm like,
NQ stop sell NQ. 120
Try working.
contract.
guys get short, they can't handle it. The stuff that scares them, they puke out, and then they watch a 100-point move. There you go. That's what I talk about. So what do we got here? We got ES there. NQ, holy. There's been 2 events in NQ the whole day. This is this is this one. Actually, I don't think this one's not relevant anymore. I got it. I'm just gonna cut that off. So if this pop back out of here, I would take a pick long in NASDAQ. It never retested that zone to make it get short. Funny how the PA accounts hurt more. Feels more, well, it is real money. I mean, it's got paid on the one. It's real money. I just don't. I get mad at myself if I do something because I think something should happen. I don't usually take that trade unless it's A+. I've already said it 18 times.
Short validated.
So it makes me mad, but I'm short and I'm mad, which makes no sense. It's just because I want it all. I'm greedy. All right, still no event down here. If this starts to bounce, I'm gonna get. I have 2 on. I'll get out of 1 more because this is the pick. This is an area I get out, and then I'll hold the rest for the blue lug. Talking about ES here, right? If it bounces here, I'm getting out of 1 more. I'm just gonna put that in if it starts to roll back up. Guess I'm not gonna be able to keep an eye on it. And I'll take my 65
DC short
point
validated.
trade and run.
Drive TM short entry.
If you miss this short, I'm just gonna get out right here of 1. I still got 1 on. If you miss it short, you are to put yourself in the doghouse the entire weekend. No TV, no NFL football, no drinking. You just sit in the corner for the entire weekend. And I have a camera at everybody's house, and I'll see if you do it or not. Don't make me come to your house and put you in the corner in front of your kids. Just do it. Do a self-imposed corner. All right, I got 1 left there. Credible trade. All right, so if this bounces out of here, I'll take the pick long in NASDAQ. What is this ATR, like 500? 53 ATR in NASDAQ.
Instant value expected comments from Fed's wallet. It gives us.
Oh, wow, that's convenient. Fed Waller in 5 minutes. I wonder if he's gonna say something bullish. Like I said, they tried before, that surprise guy who just came out, that didn't work out so well for him. All right, this is a step bros. I didn't see that. Sell stop, sell ice. I'll just make this one zone. This is inherently bearish in its own right. If it doesn't turn out to be bearish, then you expect to rip the other way. I could take a pick short here too. I'm really contemplating if I want to do an aggressive short. See how it's breaking into that market profile composite. With this clown speaking in 4 minutes, I'll still take it, but I want to see ATR retest. I'm not going to after this move that's already made with, you know, he's going to try to save the day. I'm not taking that aggressively. I'll wait for that. I can't even see the prices on here because the ATR is so big. There's another tick extreme, by the way. You can take a TikTok. This is low delayed. Let's see. I might jump on a TikTok here, especially with the clown nose talking. I'm gonna jump on a TikTok and MQ here. It's kind of a delayed one. All right, this again, hold on. All right, I took a TikTok. So again, the normal time to take it is when you hear the tick extreme, then the event. The events came in, I hear the tick extreme, I'm okay taking this with everything that's about to go down here. And this is where you can get in. You don't have to wait, obviously, to get in at the normal, which is another 60 points away, and you're just risking here, so you can trade bigger size, right? Still a 60-point risk, but I'm willing to take that.
SI one retested.
Take it on this one too, not my live account, but one of these
We have attached the live video to Fed's wallet on the calendar.
Order rejected.
Oh, that one blew out. Oopsie.
Order filled.
All right, I'm out of those gold. I didn't even see that. I had to go out of this one. I'm short the Izzy.
Order filled.
I just took a TikTok there. Again, it was not the ideal TikTok, but I'm willing to roll the dice on that one account. So we said, you know, with the stuff that I look at, the way that the balance is, Spot Gamma said it, like basically expect a 100-point move. It's exactly what I said when we started the webinar. That's what I was expecting. I didn't think it would be a straight 100-point move because that's not usually what happens, but that's why you just trade what you see. You don't know what's going to happen. What is this black line on here all of a sudden? What is this? What is that? No idea what that is.
Good stock sell CL 371 contract.
All right, it's already ripping and he hasn't even opened his mouth yet. I am short crude. More, that's nice. Very nice. For it. All right, new event, trail my stop to that.
1 minute remaining.
68 quarter. There was nothing really else to do besides that breaking away. I mean, it hasn't retested any of these yet. You can take that one, BARC and lick. Guys, this is why I jump in these trades aggressively and don't wait for retest, because they may not retest. It doesn't happen very often, as we all know. But this is why I take these trades aggressively. This is breaking away.
150 contract.
The timeout was right there. You take it first move out of the zone. You don't wait for the retest. You could, but you're gonna miss some trades.
10 seconds.
All right, let's see what he's gonna say. He's gonna say we found a cure for cancer. It's gotta be something egregiously bullish. to save this market for now
Well, it
anyway.
says it is likely a series of redemptions.
And then we get
The
a freeze.
policy rate will be appropriate, and data in the past 3 days indicates the labour market is softening but not deteriorating. This judgment is important to upcoming policy decisions.
Goodness gracious, man.
Economy and forward momentum.
How's that TikTok? Pretty good?
Policy rate at the upcoming meeting. Well, it says I would also cut that consecutive meetings if data pulls through.
What you could do on your TikToks too is get out of some when it gets to the ATR, like a kind of a flip.
Deterioration in the labour market.
See what I'm saying? I don't even know where we're at. There we are. I'm gonna get out of a couple of these TikToks. Hey, tick extreme the other way. I can't believe he said something bullish. Well, what do you know? First time for everything. Here's a prior event too. I'm getting out of a couple more right here. I mean, it's just so obvious. It's so ridiculous. All right, crude came back. I stopped out of that. So I guess the Fed saved crude right now too, but that's why I trail my stop. Did I just get ticked? How did I get filled on this? Oh, we had a new event here. I got off of that. I can't, my book map's freezing up. I have no idea where we're even at here.
Current batch of data no longer requires.
It's just so funny. It's sad, but it's funny. You know what's coming. You knew that was coming. That's why I put that trade on. Still don't know where we're at. Here's your tick extremes. That's just ES, not NQ. Exactly, Madam Shizzle. You know what they do? They get their asses handed to them. That's what they do. You have everything you need. That's what it works, by the way. This is, I know though you're gonna blame my computer, but come on now. Anybody else freezing? Anybody? You are? Okay. Could just do this at the 3 ATR. Oh, I don't, there's nothing for me to, I don't know where we're at here. All right, so I did I put on the crude, caught a little bit of the move, new event, stopped out of it, on the next trade. I'm still trading double size shorts on the next, I don't even know if I could have gone long here. No, there's nothing to go long. There was no slug. This is in the middle of the market profile composite. The only thing I could have possibly gone long here is the Izzy. And I could have gone long the Izzy right there. See this Izzy zone? I'm gonna just combine these two. This is turning out to be a broken step bro. So, oh man, I don't want to do that. So this is far enough from that balance. I'll go Izzy long here. An Izzy zone. I already tagged it. 68.33. I can put on 6. Any short setups I have going forward though, I'm still going to trade double size shorts, but this is a long setup. I'm a day trader. I trade both ways.
Traders add to Fed easing bets as well as that's the front loading.
All right, that's working. You do have a new event here in ES. So, you know, I'm not going to trade double size down here. I still have one on, by the way. This is the move I was expecting, right? If it comes back, which it probably will, I would trade double size there. I would even probably trade double size in this zone. Up until here. If this gets through this, then that's off the table. This is the best one. Take double size shorts there. I would take double size shorts there. Off of this and that, I'll trade normal, but I'm not trading double size. We've already got the move. It is sell ice. Is this a red rum? Red rum. Sure is. Take the red rum short here. I mean, ATR is off the charts right now. ATR is close to 12.
CP short validated.
What was that? Oh, I'm long. I guess I'm long Russell. I got to change my, remember I took the, is he long and Russell? Here's the stop for that, 21.11. Basically scratch if it comes back. Something else just filled, I don't know what that was.
Soy oil high sites for ZL 150.
A little short. Let's just look at this real quick.
PI sites for Excel ES 700 by contract.
Still short 1 ES, 1 ES, 1 ES. I still got one of my tic-tacs on. That was a nice little trade there. There's my short Izzy gold. Actually, I gotta get that stop in. That's coming back. I got filled to the tick pretty close. 25.50 is the stop for that guy. Gold is just a clown show today. I mean, we made a little money on it, but it's a clown show. And then I got, oh yeah, so I just filled on the crude Izzy long and I got the Russell Izzy long on, and I trailed my stop to this, which is probably gonna get stopped out. But and then on the flip side, I can turn around and maybe short an Izzy, and I can, right? I got long off of this Izzy into this Izzy zone, a value event. I'll turn around, get out of that Izzy, and go short Izzy. 21.11. Put on 6. Again, I don't love the shorts right here. If we move a little higher, I would put on double size shorts. We move back into, yeah, that's not a bad one to go. Yeah, I'll put on double size shorts there. 21.11. I'm out of my Izzy long and I'll be short double size Izzy short. All right, those are working. All right, guys, I need a break here. It's quite enjoyable morning though. More sell ice. You know, barks and licks are on the table. Red rum's on the table. I'm going to take a red rum out of that. You can actually probably take a red rum out of this, right? Yeah, take a red rum out of this guy. Less risk. So I'm entering 34 quarter. I can put on 3. And then what you want to watch for is take barks and licks off of that. I wouldn't trade at that liquidity. Well, it's 20 points away. Not really, because the entry's there. Let's see if there's other liquidity down. Yeah, traded this liquidity. So I'll put on barks and licks. This will be my target. I mean, I'll watch this if it can't get through it, but if it gets down here, I'll get out of the full thing. So I can put on red rum at 34 quarter, barks and licks. What's that? All right, so I got out of Russell Izzy long, scratched it into the short, double size. Red rum, sparks licks off of this guy. My head is spinning. So I still have one of those tic-tacs on. I want to get out of that. This is why I got out, right? I got one here at a little bit here at the ATR because it was such a, it was an instant awesome trade, and I got out of some at the prior event. So I'll just let the one come back and stop me out if it stops me out. Still a nice trade. All right, I'm out of gas. Long crude. Crude looks horrible, but I follow my rules. Stops here. If I start getting short setups, I'm trading double size. I've gone over all these trades. I gotta take a break, guys. And I'm still short gold. It's just being gold. All right, great morning. I'm probably gonna post this whole webinar to my YouTube. Like this is, we called it, we traded it. If you guys did not catch these trades, you've got to figure out what the hell you're doing. Because I mean, we've been talking about this for 2 days, waiting for this move. And I went long right off the bat, right? And I said, I hope this gets stopped so I can fire on the shorts, and that's what happened. Right? So like, if you're new, it's one thing. If you've been in here for a while and you're not taking these trades, you might want to find another line of work. That's all I can tell you. All right, great day. Sleep well this weekend. Dreaming of the profits to come. All right, have a great weekend, guys. I'll see you on Monday morning.